Howdy hoyo, it's Huxley Boyo, and I'm coming at you with what is probably going to be my last gaming-related video for a while. We're going to be talking Smash Bros. Today. I have never discussed this game on the channel before, Smash Ultimate to be specific. This game was one of the reasons that I bought a Switch, but I still have not played this game, mostly because while it did boast a very robust, diverse, interesting, exciting, and very attractive roster at launch, there's been characters that have been rolled out bit by bit, you know, with DLC fighters packs and stuff like that. All that stuff is great. However, I have not really been interested in any of the characters. I have no problem with Joker. I was very excited to see Banjo-Kazooie. It was cool to see King K. Rool come back. There's been a lot of stuff that has been nice and interesting. It's the main reason that I was excited for Banjo and Kazooie getting added to the game is because that means Sakurai is listening. They have their priorities in a strange order, but they are listening. Min Min, I don't really know anybody who played ARMS. Steve and Alex, holy shit. That felt very tone deaf. I can't imagine a single reason that they would have added those two. They're not characters. They're eyes through which you experience the Minecraft world. None of that is the point of today's video, though. What we're going to try to do is predict the final 4 characters to be added to Smash Ultimate. They're all coming out before next December, so you can assume that they will be rolling out about every 3 months. We might get the first character teased or shown off or revealed at the Game Awards here in a couple weeks. I'm supposed to be taking a break during December, which I have not yet properly announced, but if you're watching the video, then that's what you know. So I shouldn't do a video about the Game Awards when they're over, but I might. We'll see what happens. Anyway, let's get down to brass tacks, right? Now, what we can pretty much assume is that the final 4 characters are going to be third-party characters. I don't think they're going to be in-house because, I mean, Min Min took the world by surprise, but with ARMS representation, and the Inklings and all that stuff, we pretty much have every Nintendo franchise or pretty much every Nintendo game to come out recently covered. There is representation for every single major Nintendo game. Every Mario character you can want is in it except for Waluigi. Every Zelda character you can want is in it except for Impa. I mean, how much classic Castlevania do you really need? There's only really 2 characters from Metroid that matter, stuff like that. All of that is covered. We're good. So what I expect is that everything else is going to be third-party characters like Terry or like Banjo, you know what I mean? Sure, Banjo was an N64 character, but he's really a rare character. So first of all, I'm not going to be trying to guess the order, and I'm not going to be just guessing random characters that have absolutely no reason to be here, right? But first of all, the character that I think is the absolute most likely to get added to this game is Crash Bandicoot. I think Crash is in a really good space right now. He's more popular than he's ever been, and I think it would be a shame to miss out on a character like this. And as we've seen from like Crash of the Titans, Mind Over Mutant, he can work in a fighting type of scenario. He does have moves, he does have abilities that could lend themselves very well. I mean, he would not be the only character with a spin, but I mean, he's Crash Bandicoot. He's also super marketable, and he appeals to, I feel, most people that are still playing Smash, because Smash is about a 25-year-old franchise. Crash Bandicoot is a franchise is just about a little bit younger than that. And I feel like people have been asking for him a lot over the last couple of years, probably ever since the Insane Trilogy came out. I think people were asking for him to get added to the next Smash Bros. And I feel like if Nintendo is smart and Sakurai-san is truly listening, that's what they'll do. Apart from that, though, there's no real reason to add him other than just being popular, being marketable, and people asking for him. So that's why I think Crash is getting added to the game. I might be wrong. Moving on, though, I want to say Sora. Sora from Kingdom Hearts, obviously. The main reason I say that is because, again, people give Sakurai and Nintendo all this credit for, listening to the fans. Something just exploded outside my house. For listening to the fans and everything. And I mean, it's great that we got Cloud. And this would be the logical next step. You get a character from Square Enix, basically. And obviously, if you have another character that serves a similar function, has a similar meaning in the hearts of certain gamers, you would want him to be there too. I'm very glad that Cloud is there, but I feel like that means that there has to be Sora at some point, and we're running out of opportunities to get him added to the game. I don't know if it's Disney that's being, cantankerous about it, or intransigent about it. It can't be Square Enix, obviously, because Cloud is in the game. So it has to be that they're working something out with Disney. But what's interesting about this game in particular is that the deal with Microsoft to get Steve and Alex added to the game took 5 years. So it's very possible that they had multiple deals going on at the same time that took years to reach a conclusion. So maybe they've been trying to get Sora in Smash since Smash 4, and it's just been taking a very long time. I highly doubt that he won't get added to the game. I just feel like maybe it's something that they've been working on this entire time, and it's only just now, reaching some sort of realization. So far we got Crash Bandicoot and Sora. Next, you know who I'm gonna say. You know exactly who I'm gonna say. Dante. Dante is a lot of people's favorite video game character of all time. And let's think about it. Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition just came out for the PS5 and Xbox Series X. Dante is probably at the height of his popularity. Devil May Cry 5 was a very highly popular and successful game that came out last year. Devil May Cry 4 is loved. The Devil May Cry franchise is beloved. And obviously, Nintendo isn't afraid to put a mature rated character in Smash Bros. Because of Bayonetta. You could say that Bayonetta is why they likely won't add Dante, because they're basically the same person. They, serve the same function, super stylish, really fun gameplay with a high skill ceiling, same type of game, the hack and slash beat 'em up or whatever you want to call it. But Dante does have his own personality and his own moveset that we've already seen from Mortal Kombat, from Marvel vs. Capcom, would translate very well into a fighting game. So it would be kind of silly to not add him. I mean, my reasoning for most of these characters is that they're extremely popular at the moment, but I truly do believe that adding Dante to the game would cement and solidify and validate the reputation that Sakurai and Nintendo have for listening to fans, because they've been asking for him since Bayonetta got added to the last game. So obviously, people want him. And Nintendo is very clearly able to negotiate with Capcom. Mega Man's in it. Ryu's in it. Talking to Capcom can't be that difficult, so I don't really see what would stop Nintendo from being able to get Dante and bring him into Smash Ultimate. Now, for the fourth and final character, hold on to your seats. This is a character that people thought was already in the game, people thought was going to get added to the game, all sorts of stuff. He's a Platinum Games character, and it's not Raiden. It is 2B. I honestly don't see why they wouldn't add her. I mean, sure, Soul Calibur, but there's no reason that a single character can't appear as a guest character in multiple fighting game franchises. Case in point, Mega Man. He's in Smash, and he is in Marvel vs. Capcom at the same time. Capcom was obviously fine with that. They licensed the character out to two different, fighting games. I don't see why Platinum Games wouldn't do the same with 2B. Putting her in Soul Calibur must have been very good for her and her popularity. Putting her in Smash would be the same. Especially because most people expected her to get added about a year and some change ago. So the only thing, honestly, that I think would keep them from adding her is the question of, is she still as popular as she once was? I mean, sure, when Nier Replicant comes out next year, it's probably going to get a lot of other people to start playing Nier Automata, which will drive up 2B's popularity again, but it's not guaranteed. It's not a direct translation, because she's not even in the original Nier game. It has nothing to do with what Nier Automata is about. But I legitimately think that it's never too late to add a character like 2B, because she's a character that took to the fans very quickly. She honestly probably became the most popular female video game character in a very long time, rather shortly after the game released. And as far as female fighters that could be added to the game that aren't there, apart from her, you've got Orchid from Killer Instinct, Ivy Valentine from Soul Calibur, Lara Croft, Ellie from The Last of Us. There's just not a very long list. Aloy, I guess, but I don't see that conversation happening. I legitimately think that Dante, Crash Bandicoot, Sora, and 2B are the 4 most likely characters to get added to Smash before the game gets, before they stop supporting it with new characters and stuff like that. And I think that that is definitely, without question, who we are going to see. I might be wrong. Only time will tell. Who do you guys think are going to be the 4 characters? Do you agree with me? Do you not? Whatever it is, whatever you think, comment below and educate me. And as always, if you want more videos from me, go ahead and click like and subscribe. Share this video around with your friends. And maybe buy a t-shirt or a sticker. You know, that would be cool. Honestly, if you buy some of the merch, I would love to see you take a picture of it and send it to me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, even Snapchat, whatever you want to do. Get it in front of my face. I would love to see that. But as always, we'll see you very soon.